I am pleased to convene today's hearing as chairman of the Senate Subcommittee on Transportation and Safety. This hearing will focus on the Department of Transportation's infrastructure development programs housed within the Office of the Secretary of Transportation. Specifically, we will examine the Build America Bureau and the newly created Rural Opportunities to Use Transportation for Economic Success, or the ROOTS initiative, and the Railroad Rehabilitation and Improvement Financing, or RRIF, express programs. Everyone here can agree that the United States surface transportation infrastructure is critical to public safety and to the economy. It connects people across this country. Many of us hear from our constituents about the poor state of American infrastructure. Their concerns have been confirmed by numerous studies, including the often cited infrastructure report card from the American Society of Civil Engineers, which gave U.S. infrastructure a D+ in 2017. That is unacceptable. To ensure we have the infrastructure we need for the future, U.S. transportation policy should focus on both improving the infrastructure we currently have and building new assets to accommodate increasing demand. While infrastructure has always been a priority for this subcommittee, it is particularly important this year as we consider the reauthorization of important federal surface transportation programs. That's why today we will examine DOT programs that affect both urban and rural transportation infrastructure. As you know, Congress established the Build America Bureau in the FAST Act in 2015. The idea was simple. Project sponsors should have a one-stop shop to access information on DOT grants and financing, streamlined application processes, and technical assistance such as permitting and procedural advice. The FAST Act specifically directed the Bureau to administer several programs: the Transportation Infrastructure Finance and Innovation Act Loan Program, known as TIFIA, and the RRIF Loan Program for rail, Infrastructure for Rebuilding America Grant Program, known as INFRA, and private activity bonds. Today, we have the opportunity to learn more about DOT's work to establish the Bureau, what the Bureau offers to aid project sponsors, and how Congress could better support the Bureau's work in a surface transportation reauthorization. In particular, I look forward to hearing about the Bureau's vision and strategy for how they plan to provide assistance and to coordinate with project sponsors. I also look forward to hearing specific details from the witnesses about how DOT will implement the TIFIA Rural Project Initiative, RRIF Express, and the ROOTS Initiative. As we've seen, project sponsors, especially in our rural areas, may not be aware of the resources available to them through DOT, or they simply may not have the means to access this assistance. My colleagues and I often receive questions from stakeholders asking how to access these important programs. Many of my constituents will be interested to know what rural project sponsors can expect if they reach out to DOT for assistance. I hope today's witnesses can help us better direct constituents to helpful resources that will guide them in their efforts to improve our nation's infrastructure.